Hey, welcome back. And tonight, dal roti and more with Jennifer Dick, Manitoba canola growers. And so now we're on to Indian spiced potatoes and cauliflower with scented rice. Okay, we got a lot to cover here. So walk us through what we're gonna do here.
Yeah, we're gonna start off with the potato and cauliflower dish. And you know, the nice thing about having these two recipes in your repertoire is that they use a lot of the same and similar spices and seasonings. And you know, if you've invested in those for your kitchen, it's great to have multiple recipes to use those.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So to start off, you're going to want to prep your potatoes and your cauliflower. So the potatoes have been peeled, they've been diced, and they've been boiled or simmered until they are fork tender and they're drained. And then your cauliflower, you would want to steam it. Or if you have frozen, you can just thaw it. So thaw it and let it drain out, and that works equally as well. And I actually like that. Like sometimes, you know, if it's on sale, that's like the best way to get some extra veg in.
Yeah, and as long as it's not like sometimes, you know, it'd be mushy, but if it's nicely drained, you're good to go.
It works great.
I like it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So those are prepped and ready to go before you start the rest of your recipe.
Okay.
And again, it's about all of the bills. So it's really about the smell. It's about the visual aspect. So we're starting off here. We've got our heat on. The canola oil is going in the pan. This is our Canadian canola oil.
Here we go again.
Here we go again. We're adding in a canola cousin. Remember what these are?
Canola cousin.
Yeah, those are mustard seeds.
Mustard seeds. Okay, so what happens with those?
Those are the mustard.
They pop along with because I know the cumin. Those cumin seeds, they do pop, and it smells good. It looks kind of cool. And does the same thing happen with the mustard seeds?
Yeah. So I sometimes like to even just
Right
shake it around in the pan and get that. You know, you get the oil. See how you can like move it around.
Just boom.
Flavor is going. You can already smell it, right?
Yes.
The oil was hot, pan was hot, oil went in there.
Delicious.
Give those a few seconds. They start to change color before you add in the next level or the next part of our ingredients for the recipe.
Which is?
Onions.
Okay.
So those go in.
And this is really about the process. These are you know, important steps for these recipes. It's at least as important as you're not going to get the end product unless you follow.
You're really not. And that's key to making all of the recipes tonight is that you want to take the time between the steps to make sure they cook down to the right consistency. That's a chili that we put in there.
Yep.
So we're adding some heat already. You'd cook that down until it looks very similar to when we were making the dal. You want those onions to brown and go right down. But tonight we're gonna keep things moving along.
Keep it quick, speedy quick.
And then you're gonna add in the rest of your seasoning. So we're gonna have, we've got, oh, do a little tap here. We've got cumin, we've got coriander.
So cumin seeds and then ground cumin. Why is that?
Yes. So it's about every seasoning and spice you have is going to taste a little bit different, whether it's ground, whole, or even crushed. And so this is just bringing in more than one element of that same seasoning into your dish.
Layers of flavoring.
Layers of flavor. So then you've got these in here. You don't want them to be in there for about 20 seconds. Your onions would have been cooked down more, but you want to start to smell those again. So you do want to lean in. You're going to add in a pinch of salt into this. The salt helps to get everything kind of going down. A little bit more of that. So our salt's going in. We have our ginger.
Turmeric is,
Fresh ginger is going in there too.
Yep.
Okay, add that in. So it all gets going. And you cook this down until you can really start to smell it.
So at this point, when you say you cook it down until you start to smell it, and then you immediately start throwing in
the next ingredient. So it's like it's a slow build. It's like having this really, you know, slow dance in your kitchen of building this, you know, delicious meal for your family or for yourself.
Love it.
Okay, so we're gonna add in the tomatoes. So in go the tomatoes.
Okay.
On there. And then once the tomatoes get down to that paste-like consistency is when you then go back and you're going to build in or mix in your potatoes and cauliflower until you have that they've come to temperature. So until they've warmed up.
Okay, so it's really, at this point, as you say, the vegetable, or as you said earlier, the vegetables are cooked. And so this is just really about incorporating them now into this incredible base.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah, so you just keep stirring this until it is fully mixed. You let it come to temperature. And then the last step is really quite basic. You could turn the heat down to low, or sometimes I've even turned it off and you're going to stir in some yogurt, which gives it this really nice kind of creamy,
Look how beautiful.
yeah, creamy texture. We have some there.
Yeah.
Probably not cooked down enough to kind of put it in, but that.
You get the idea.
Yeah, you get the idea of it.
You got those the beautiful warm yellows and reds, and then you've got that nice, because it's also about how it looks too, right?
Right?
Like, yeah.
Yeah, so then you would dish this up and you put that garam masala on top again.
Right.
And you have another great dish that's using a lot of the same flavor components in your kitchen.
So this is like part B of this recipe, right? This is the scented rice, correct?
This is the scented rice.
Okay.
So depending on where in India you might be, some parts would serve rice with something like a dal. Nita's family typically wouldn't. They would have that cucumber tomato salad and they'd have roti with it.
Okay.
But this rice is so delicious. Like I use this often in my kitchen, paired up with all kinds of different dishes.
I think you were saying this is one of your family's like favorite
we love
rice.
this.
Yeah. Okay.
And so
well,
this is Nita's family's combo of seasonings. So the oil's in there, getting nice and hot. Your cumin again. More cumin.
It's not cumin, it's cumin. And yeah, there it is again.
There it is again.
No complaints.
You're gonna want to swirl it around. You want it to get, all the aroma to come out with that. So you give it about a good 20 seconds. Once you get that starting to, fill your space with deliciousness, you're gonna add in bay leaf. So in here we've got a bay leaf. We have cardamom pods and whole cloves.
Okay.
So they go in
Cool.
with some salt. I like to give them just a few seconds to get going in the oil. Before then I would add in some really finely sliced onion.
Okay.
So the onion goes in. It's
Slice, not chopped.
Slice.
Slice.
Yes.
Okay.
These really nice, like kind of half moon slices are perfect. It cooks down until it's almost browned. So you're gonna have to let this sit. It could take you about 10 minutes. So
Okay.
it's like that dance. It's like, enjoy your time in the kitchen.
This is about, enjoying the process.
Yeah, you gotta really
Got it.
enjoy the process. And you get to really enjoy the ingredients and appreciate, what you've brought into your kitchen to nourish yourself. So,
Yeah, I love that. And then we rice and water and
and then once that's all cooked down, you're gonna add in your basmati rice and you're gonna add in your water. And then you're going to put the lid on and set it and let it cook.
And then you're good to go. Fantastic. Indian spiced potatoes with cauliflower and scented rice. It's so delicious. Thank you so much, Jennifer. When we come back, Before the Plate here on Great Taste of Manitoba. Stick around. We appreciate you, whether you're new to this channel or a long-time viewer. If you'd like to join us in the kitchen regularly and meet farm families across Manitoba, please subscribe. We share new videos every Sunday.